Okay, here we are. We're back on the beach this morning, all the searchers. You can see up there's Billy Stone. There's Dig 'em All Bill. We got John David, who plays in the sand. We got Lowtide Tim Naylor. Me, I'm Jeff Monin, the Silver Surfer. And it's just now daybreak. And you can kind of see the beach. There's the pier down there. And rough as bricks, so won't be much water hunting. We're gonna give this a little shot this morning, 3-4 hours, and see what we come up with, and hopefully we'll find a bunch of goodies. So we'll get back to you when we get our first targets. There again, there's the searchers: Billy, John, Lowtide Tim, and me. So we'll get back to you when we find something. Been out here a while. Been down about from that crane there you see, walked all the way down here, found a nickel and a few pennies, and a couple pull tabs. Not a lot. You can see down there, that's Lowtide Tim. He's out here in the water. I'm about knee deep out in the surf. As you can see, it's kind of rough as bricks out there, so there ain't going to be much getting any deeper than this. Dig 'em All Bill's down there, plays in the sand. He's up there somewhere. He's got COPD, so he doesn't walk too far, but he's out here getting after it, so that's a good thing. So we're going to keep on, and beautiful day. A few people out here getting their exercise. So I'm going to walk on down this way in the water some, and then work my way back and see what we can't find. So I'll get back to you if we find anything. Well, we got us another nickel here. Nice solid 13 signal. Just kind of up here mid-slope here. There's a high tide line right up there. A lot of trash along the high tide line. I'm going to hunt it. I'm going to work my way, grid my way out from the water up to the high tide line. I'll probably have to dig some bottle caps, and maybe not though, if I can identify them, and pull tabs and other junk, but you never know. So that's my plan, and I'm going to stick to it. I've seen a few other detectorists out here. There's one other guy down over there, Bill and Tim, I think, and John are hobnobbing up over there. But I'm going to continue to hunt, so I'll get back to you when I find another target. Well, we got us another nickel. It's a nickel day today. I think that's 4 of them. That's a little older one. I can't really see the date. I'm blind. But it's a nickel, and I'll take it. So that's where they seem to be, right here in mid-slope. There's Mrs. Lowtide Tim out getting her exercise this morning. So all the targets seem to be right here in the mid-slope is what I've been digging. So I'm going to concentrate from here on up and see what we can come up with. So I'll get back to you when I find another target. Well, here we go. We got a solid 29. I believe that's a quarter. 29.30. I think it's a quarter. Let's investigate it and see what we come up with. We're right up here at the high tide line. Well, it's out of the hole. Right in the middle of the pile. Right in there somewhere. We got it. Let's investigate this and see if our quarter turns up. And it does. One fine quarter. It's an older one. I mean, not old silver by any stretch of the imagination. 1980. But I'll take it. First quarter of the day. Right up here at the high tide line. So, good on me. I will take it. You can see here where the high tide line runs, right up here where it really came up during the storms over Labor Day, between here and there. So I'm going to work my way down to the pier and see. I know I was watching the beach cams. Saturday and Sunday the beach was just slam packed. Monday not so much, but there were still some out there. So maybe the weather kept some of the hunters away as well, although I doubt it. But we're going to go on and see what we can come up with. So it hadn't been too bad of a day, you know, quarters, nickels, pennies. Haven't found a dime yet, haven't found any jewelry, but my hopes are high. So at any rate, you know, this trip has been very profitable with all the gold I found yesterday and silver Monday. So we got today to hunt, and tomorrow morning, and then I got a vamoose. But we'll give it a shot here, and I'll get back to you if I find anything good. Looks like we got us a part of a vape pipe. It says, I don't know. I think that's what it is. It's nasty shit, so. Haven't found one of those in a while. But let's go on and see what we come up with. Well, here we go. We got us a signal here. Oh, 29.30. Could be another quarter. But it could be something else. Could be a silver ring. So let's go after it and see. Got it. Right in here. Right in there. We got it in the scoop. Okay. Yes, indeed. We got us a fine quarter. Kind of a moldy old sucker too. See if we can get a date. '70 something. 1976, I believe. No, it's one of the newer quarters, so, but it's a quarter and I'll take it. Let's double check here. Yep, we got it all. All that can be gotten in this hole. So, there's a little trough right here. As you can see, there's the upper beach where they park the cars. And then down there's this rise up that goes down to the lower beach. But you can see where the tide comes in, rolls over this little hill, and this is where the surf line would be. So I'm just going to work my way down to the pier in this surf line, and I found a couple quarters, I think, in it so far. So I'm going to continue with that till we get down to the pier, and then I'm going to work my way back. No jewelry yet. I don't think anybody. I think Tim found a little earring, but I think it's a junker. So we're going to keep on, and I will get back to you when I find another target. Well, we got us our first dime of the day. I think there's more signals in here. Yeah, probably a little coin spill. Right up in there, I think. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Looks like a penny. Yep, there's a penny. So dime and a penny. Let's see if there's anything else. Yeah. Yeah, there was something in that little pile, so let's shake it out. Getting tired of shaking here. Yeah, there it is. It is another penny. So 12 cents. This is probably another penny. Let's see. Seems like a lot of work for another penny. Well, I do not have it. Well, I tell you what. Let's bring out the old pinpointer here. There it is. Another penny. 13 cents. Let's see if there's any more. Yeah, right in here. Yeah. No, fell out. There it is. Another penny. Something else. It is another penny. So a dime and I think 5 pennies. Damn, I hope there ain't no more pennies in there. Well, there's another. It's a 13. It's a nickel. 20 cents in this hole. So that was a little coin spill. Some more in here. There's another one. Another dime. So, what do we got? A nickel, 25, 29, 30 cents in this little coin spill. This could be another dime. There it is. It is another dime. So that's 40 cents. Somebody emptied their pocket, didn't they? Probably another penny right in here. Yeah. Another penny. Well, let's see if there's anything else here. Nope, by golly. I think we have it. Thank the Lord. I was getting tired of digging. So was that 41 cents maybe? Well, 41 cents didn't have now. So let's go on. Well, I think I'm gonna have me a little water, so I'll get back to you next target. Oh, well, we got our first piece of bling. We got us an earring. This is gonna be the last target of the day probably. We got us a blingy earring. What do you know? It was down there a ways, but it's been an okay day. A lot of clad, and that piece of bling's the first jewelry I've found, and so I've come a real far piece. I mean, way down there. The second crane down there is where we came from. It's been, oh, 3/4 of a mile. Not a lot but clad. So I'm gonna pack it in, I think, and just go on from there, and we'll be good to go. So I'll catch you at the wrap up, unless I find another target, and you'll see it. Back. Now I just found that bling. Now Lowtide Tim hit the bonanza. Look at this sparkly devil. It's a 14K, and it's got ice, and I bet you it's real. So Mrs. Lowtide is going to be very happy.
She got a new ring.
She's got a new ring. I'm glad somebody found some gold today, because I just found the bling and some change, and I think this is the first really decent target Tim found today.
Absolutely.
But that one will do.
So
It'll just makes the day anyway.
absolutely.
You know, that's kind of the way I felt yesterday.
Got two of them.
You know, made the day.
Big giant.
Yeah, that. Well, I don't know if that's gold yet or not. It's probably gold plated, but
It makes you feel good.
the chain might be gold. So we'll see what we see once I get home and get it cleaned up and get my big magnifier out. But I think we're calling it a day today. Tim may hunt some more now. He's got the gold fever.
Now I gotta hunt the way back.
Yeah, it's a good half a mile anyway. So I'm gonna go up here and call my ride and go eat me a sandwich.
I'll stick around.
And my German food from last night finally wore off. So we'll see y'all at a wrap up. We're gonna hunt tomorrow morning down in front of my hotel, so there'll be another video for tomorrow. So we'll get back to you. Hey folks, Phil Myers from Myers Metal Detectors, located in sunny Tampa, Florida. And today's video we're going to talk about a big word: sensitivity. Now this isn't a sensitivity training, because you said something bad. No, it's sensitivity on your metal detector. I get asked all the time, can I use my entry-level Garrett, Whites, you name the brand, on the wet salt sand here in Florida? Can I use it in the shallow water? Can I use it on the wet salt sand? Now, yes, you can, and I'm going to show you a little secret on that. The main problem you have with running a single frequency detector on highly mineralized ground or wet salt sand is people try to run the sensitivity the same settings they do when they're coin hunting in a yard somewhere. And I always try to run my sensitivity as high as possible, and I'll show you what happens. This is going to mimic what happens on the wet salt sand. I'll turn my sensitivity up to 1 bar from the top, and you hear all that? That's what your wet salt sand would do too. In the shop here, we have EMI, which is electromagnetic interference, from all the computers and lights and electronics that we have around here. So that's what would it would sound like if you were on a wet salt sand. You'd hear all that background chatter, false signals. It would drive you crazy. So the easiest way to hunt the wet salt sand or any highly mineralized ground is turn your sensitivity down. Now that does limit your depth, as you can see by my token here. It's a piece of brass about the size of a silver dollar. We'll only get about 4 inches on that. So that's pretty much what you'll get on the wet salt sand. You'll get about 4 inches. And the other thing I hear from people, they tell me, oh, I go down and hunt the wet salt sand, I turn my sensitivity down, but I never find anything. And that's probably because most of the targets are deeper than 4 inches deep. So you go down there with a PI or a multi-frequency detector that goes 1.5 feet deep, you're going to find a lot more targets, so you're not going to be bored down there. So just remember, your ground will determine where you run your sensitivity. If you have EMI from, let's say, from power lines or telephone poles, you're going to have to cut your sensitivity down. So you're not sending so much of the signal in the ground and it echoing back and you get false signal or chatter. So that's the secret. Turn your sensitivity down a little bit. Always run your ground will always determine how to run your sensitivity, how high to run it. Your ground's going to determine that. And you just have to remember that in detecting. Your detector is supposed to, like this one is a silent search mode. So there's no threshold, there's no background hum, or there's no other noise. So if it just lights up and is just running constantly making chatter and noise, you're not going to be able to tell if that's a good target or bad. So turn it down to where it operates smooth and hunt there, or bounce it up just a little bit past that, and you'll be able to tell the difference between a good repeatable signal and just ground chatter. So remember that your ground will determine your sensitivity. That's a big word, and you master that on your detector, you'll have a lot more good finds. Phil Myers from Myers Metal Detectors, 813-237-1939. Call me if you need any accessories or detectors. We'll hook you up. Thanks and happy hunting.